Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the Political Machine 2016 or 2016, whichever way you darned well be pleased to say it. My name, of course, is Up to Potato. We are continuing. And things, I would describe things as going middlingly well. You know, we're not over the moon at how great things are going. Let's win an endorsement. Holy shit, what a way to get into the episode. Yeah, let's win an endorsement from you. And let's also win an endorsement from you, I guess. There we go. And we can almost win an endorsement from like the Tea Party as well. Like that would be quite something if we could manage to pull that off. That would be very, very cool indeed. But hey-ho, all that is done has meant that we have solidified very, very firmly quite a few states. And, you know, we've partially secured quite a few others. So at the moment, the polls are looking pretty darn good. A lot of electoral votes going our way. Very, very nice to see indeed. Gay marriage is at the top of the agenda, apparently. And we are very, very, very associated with this issue. So that is thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyable to see that. Now, where actually are we? I am over here with my big bobble head. Wow, his eyes follow me around. That is unbelievably spooky. But hey-ho, let's go to the next turn. There's not much we can really do on this turn. I'm still worried about my opponent. She just did an interview. It's not great. She's won an endorsement of the Christian Confederation. Okay, you know what? I'm okay with this. She did a speech over in South Carolina, which made her even more popular than she already is. Now, apparently we've got high awareness in Georgia. I didn't really know that we had high awareness in Georgia, but I'm more concerned about Florida. Florida's a really large number of electoral votes. You know, just like Texas, I suppose. But California is where it's at. I mean, California has got so many more. And considering that this is actually her home state, my opponent's home state, it's very refreshing to see that we're actually winning it. It's very, very nice to see indeed. So where do we want to go and what do we want to do? I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, we're making 110 grand every single darned week. So, you know, clearly we're making bank. We are absolutely making bank right now. I suppose we probably just want to go around and do a couple of speeches. So perhaps we go to Louisiana and try and do a little bit of good over here. Because I can't imagine people are going to be too pleased to see me turn up at their door. Although Louisiana does actually have a higher Democratic voter population, or voter percentage, should I say. So perhaps we talk about something that we are really good at. Maybe deficit reduction? Yeah, you know what? People like deficit reduction. I quite like deficit reduction. Let's talk about deficit reduction. There we go. Plus 4%, you know, you really can't disagree with 4%. What about another speech about deficit reduction? Another 2%. That's very, very good. 2 speeches in that state. Managed to turn it mostly to Democratic. Time waster. What is this? What the heck is this? Oh no. Oh, this is good. This is good. My opponent has been whisked away to a hunting lodge for a visit. Absolutely fantastic. She is going to be out of the game for a little while. Now, Connecticut, there's a political opportunity in Connecticut. Do we want to take that political opportunity? You know what? Fuck it. Balls to the wall. Let's do it. Let's do it. See what happens. Hey, give me a P, give me an R, give me an Esident. What does that spell? Jim Webb. Hey, a cheerful and probably not coincidentally very attractive helper has joined the team of Jim Webb. Wow, you look lovely. Your face does look very plastic, and not in a plastic surgery sort of way. It looks plastic in a plastic sort of way. But this is great. This is absolutely fantastic for us. So what will this do? Doubles all awareness gains in the target state. Oh, fantastic. That is very, very good news indeed. We've pretty much secured... I say secured. We haven't technically secured all of these states up here, but we're not very far off from securing them, which is fairly impressive. Let's give some speeches. You know what? Let's give some speeches. Let's give some speeches on stuff that is important to this area over here, I guess. I mean, what's important? Student loan reform? Maybe? Yeah, you know what? Let's give a speech on student loan reform. Why not? Give a speech on student loan reform. I favor student loan reform. There we go. Plus 3%. That's not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Also, can we win an endorsement from the Tea Party movement? I mean, this may be pretty freaking ballsy, but I suppose we could probably try it. See if it works. Won an endorsement from the Tea Party movement. Okay, so I don't really know how that was going to turn out, because it might alienate our traditional supporters, and to some degree I think it might have, but at the same time it looks like it's also firmed up quite a few states. We are doing even better in terms of predicted electoral votes, so very, very, very good to see indeed. Very, very good to see. This area is looking very, very blue. I mean, I am a little bit concerned about Ohio. I mean, the percentages are sort of straying together just a touch. Indiana, we were never going to win. It was never in our strategy to win it, in fairness. But, you know, we're making gains, and we've got massive gains in quite a few other states. Anyway, let's continue traveling around. I think traveling around is the best way to go about things. Wow. Wow, winning that endorsement has gone from... Wow, that's really put our percentage of the vote up. I mean, it didn't used to be as high as that, but you know what? We can still strive for a higher percentage of the vote. North Carolina, that's quite a good target for us, I think. Let's create some ads in North Carolina. In fact, what's important in North Carolina? That's the question. Deficit reduction, I guess? Deficit reduction's pretty darn important. We can create some TV ads. It's going to cost 30 grand a week, but in favor, in favor, I just read that and I was like, oh, in favor. In fairness, we do have a lot of money that's actually coming our way. So let's talk about deficit reduction. And not enough money. Oh, we're going to only, I forgot, we didn't have enough actual money. We do have enough money to pay for the weekly expenses, but we're going to have to go for ground game adverts. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. That's okay with me. Now, let's use this opportunity to get a political operative on board. What do we want to do? Let's get a fashion consultant. Why not? Why the hell not? Let's bring a fashion consultant on board. Can we hire anybody else? Not for 4 political capital, but we will be able to next turn for 5 political capital. So we're absolutely trying to milk the maximum amount of value out of our political clout and our political capital. Now bear in mind, every single endorsement has been won, so there's nothing that we can really do. We also even decided to go for an endorsement from the Tea Party. Controversial, but you know what? We did it. It doesn't matter. We get to do the double awareness gains in the target state. Well, where do we want to go? Where do we want to go? I mean, we're never going to win Texas. We're never going to win Alaska. Where do we want to try and win that realistically we probably wouldn't be able to win otherwise? I mean, perhaps somewhere like Mississippi or or Missouri. No, we're going to win Missouri anyway. Iowa, perhaps. You know, anywhere that we've just sort of got half the vote, but it's not going to be a convincing victory. You know what? I actually think North Carolina is a fantastic. Why can't I select you here? Oh, I just need to right click. That would probably be why. Yeah, let's make sure that that North Carolina is the place for the cheerleader. Okay, so she did a little speech in Ohio, which is not great, in fairness, not great. Also, the fact that she's winning in Florida, also not great. We want to give some speeches in Iowa. I think that's absolutely what we need to do. Like, we just need to bleat on about stuff. Deficit reduction. My opponent is very, very for deficit reduction. What can we talk about that we are talking about? Social security. Let's give a speech about social security. What about that? Let's give a speech about social security. I favor social security. There we go. Plus 2%, not bad. Let's give another speech. Let's give it on something else this time. A strong military. I'm not really renowned for a strong military, in fairness. I am renowned for social security and reducing unemployment, although my opponent is more for reducing unemployment. I would like to give a speech on whatever you call it, student loan reform. I think that's probably something that's wise to give a speech on. Plus 3%, wow, that takes us into the convincingly won category, which is, in fairness, very, very surprising, because I didn't think Ohio would be that easy to secure. But indeed, it turns out it has been. Now, a PR consultant. Ah, okay, so she's managed to get a PR consultant. What is this dude doing over here, by the way? Decreases your advertising maintenance costs. Oh, this is our dude. This is our dude. I remember, because we stuck so many gosh darned adverts in Florida, I thought it was worth getting that guy just so that we could actually have a little bit of a cheaper sort of advertising campaign in Florida. And we've got this dude over here, increases awareness by 1% in the state, and it turns out that that is not really working, unfortunately. Yeah. Not super thrilled by that fact, but hey ho, whatevs. It's a-okay for us. So I think Florida is probably the next big area that we really need to be concerned about. I mean, what can we give a speech in Florida on? I mean, Social Security? Yes. Oh my god, Social Security is the best thing to give a speech on. Holy cow. In fact, you know what? Let's even create some ads about Social Security. I favor Social Security. Yes, absolutely. People fucking... Oh, shit. Once again, we don't have enough cash. Let's fuck it. Let's just give a speech instead. Let's give a speech instead. I favor Social Security. Now, the reason that giving a speech on Social Security is so darn good here, and I don't know why that was minus 0%, because, in fairness, everybody should fucking like that shit, man. Everybody should like that shit. Even supporting Israel. Can we give a speech on supporting Israel? There we go, plus 1%. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad, but it could be a damn sight better. I'm very, very worried that my opponent might actually take Florida. I mean, she's trying to get Ohio, but I don't think she's going to manage. I don't think she's going to manage to get Virginia either, in fairness. I'm very, very worried about the fact that she could manage to take it. So let's introduce a little bit of a... I don't know, maybe a smear merchant and an intimidator, both happen to be in Florida for us. You know what? I think that is totally acceptable. And an intimidator. Let's get them all. Let's get them all. We are going to absolutely trash our opponent's rating in this state. Do I feel guilty about it? No, not really. Not really at all, actually. Not at all. Let's give a speech on supporting Israel. We're just trying to differentiate ourselves from our opponent, because we need to make sure that we get over 50%. Now, I really want to do that. I don't think it's going to really work, though, but you know what? We can try our damnedest to make sure that it does. We're not in with the chance of winning Alabama. I'm not going to get my hopes up. We're not really in with a chance of winning Georgia. I'm not going to get my hopes up. You know, we're not predicted to win them anyway. You know, that is absolutely fine. We're still way ahead in terms of electoral votes. We now have the most important issues for voters are now gay marriage and abortion rights, and we haven't really talked about either. In fairness, we haven't talked about either gay marriage or abortion rights, even though that is very important to people. So perhaps we take the opportunity to give a couple speeches on perhaps gay marriage or abortion rights, since the public are so darn concerned about it. Let's give a speech. Oh, it's not even an issue for this state. Okay, that's cool. Securing the borders. Democrats don't like securing the borders. Deficit reduction. I suppose we can give a speech on deficit reduction. Yeah, I suppose giving a speech about deficit reduction would sort of work. It's not crazy. Probably going to get us a couple percentage points. It's not gonna swing the balance of the election, but it's it's not gonna be terrible. And now we get to choose our running mates, which is absolutely fantastic, if I do say so myself. Al Franken. Yes, please. Absolutely, I will take somebody with a name like that. Yes, please. Your running mate is used to give awareness bonuses in the states they're in and all nearby states. Now, how are we going to go about doing this? I don't really know, in fairness, because most of the states that we've sort of invested in, shall we say, have got pretty high awareness bonuses already. Like, I mean, not really over in this sort of general area, but we're not doing bad in terms of awareness. I mean, we could be doing better in some of these states over here, but I don't think it's worth devoting a political dude for. Lowers your opponent rating in the state by 10%. Who even cares? I mean, we're never going to win Alaska anyway. Like, why would you even bother wasting this jaded consultant in Alaska? I mean, Alaska is definitely not a target area for me. So that just seems like a massive waste. I suppose we could probably send our dude up here. I suppose up here is not the worst thing in the world. Just to raise our awareness by that little bit more. Yeah, we'll stick him over in Maryland. Oh, look, it's Ben Carson. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, so let's go and counter Ben Carson. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. I have a sneeze. Yeah, let's go and counter Ben Carson. So for every 3% increase that happens in this state for Ben Carson, it's going to be mirrored by the fact that we've got Al Franken, who's also going to increase our awareness by 3%. Not to mention the fact that it's actually going to increase this state's awareness, or our awareness in this state and this state over here, so Delaware and Pennsylvania, by 1.5% each turn. So nice to see. And obviously the 3% bonus in the state of Maryland is not bad, you know, it's quite nice. Now, do these guys' eyes follow me wherever I go? Holy cow, they do. What about you? Do your eyes follow me? Oh my god, they do. Everybody's eyes follow me. Freaky indeed. Well, I suppose, you know, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I mean, look how much everybody's actually investing in Florida. Holy cow. Like, wow. Wow. It's crazy. It's crazy to think that 100% of voters know about me and 100% of the voters know about my opponent. I mean, we've also got this whole decreasing advertising costs thing. We've got the issue ratings bonus, and we've also got the lowers the opponent's awareness by 4% per week. So, yeah, basically we're trying to intimidate people away from voting for my opponent. Sounds totally democratic and legitimate, doesn't it? Exactly what I thought. Anyway, ladies and gents, that's going to bring us to the end of this episode of The Political Machine 2016. My name, of course, has been Old Potato. Tune in next time for some more, and until then, bye.